Welcome to RelyLocal Frederick Business Radio Spotlight. For the next 30 minutes, you will hear fast-paced interviews, unique perspectives, and valuable insight from real people who believe that empowering local business is everybody's business. This show is about the backbone of America, small businesses right here in and around the communities where we live, work, and play. And now, your host, Caressa Flannery, brings you RelyLocal Frederick's Business Radio Spotlight.
Hello, Frederick. This is Caressa Flannery, the owner of RelyLocal in Frederick. And we are going to be talking with Margaret Kugel from Lilypons today. But before that, everybody needs to keep in mind, local businesses are the backbone of the Frederick community and need our support. What does it mean to see a local company close its doors? We've seen this already. It means the loss of great products and services, the loss of local jobs, and the loss of tax revenue that funds our schools, our parks, events, and even our roadways. You rely on these local businesses every day. Can they rely on you to support them? So we have with us Margaret Kugel, who is the owner, along with some family members, of Lilypons Water Gardens. Lilypons has been around for 95 years, we hear. So we're going to be getting a little bit more in-depth with Margaret, talking about her business. So Margaret, welcome.
Thank you.
And, the first thing we want to ask you is, why don't you tell us a little bit about how Lilypons began and, how it got its name even?
Okay. Well, we have a wonderful history. The business started in 1917 by my great-grandfather. And at that time, the name of the business was actually Three Springs Fisheries. And the emphasis was growing fish for 5 and 10 stores, like McCroy's, McCruskey's, Woolworth. There were so many packages that went out that the post office said we could have a post office there. My great-grandfather was a great admirer of the French opera singer, and her name was Lily, L-I-L-Y, Pons, P-O-N-S. So he wanted to name the post office after her. They wrote her...
What a cool story.
It is. She was honored by that. So in 1932, she and her entourage came here to Frederick, performed, and they dedicated everything to her. So the post office there was Lilypons, Maryland. The road is Lilypons Road. It still is today. When my dad took over the business in the 70s, passion was water gardening. And water gardening was becoming more affordable for mainstream because of liners. Before that, if you wanted a water garden, it had to be cement or it had to be brick. So it was very costly. Mm-hmm. A lot of people referred to us as Lilypons anyway. So we changed the emphasis from a fish farm to water gardening, changed the name to Lilypons Water Gardens, which it's been ever since. So that's kind of how we got our name, and that's why there's no D in Lilypons, which we're asked a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Yes.
I know there just isn't another business quite like Lilypons. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've been there, several times, and I don't have a water garden myself, but I mean, you just have everything that somebody would want to build a backyard oasis. So tell us a little bit about what one can expect to find at Lilypons if they venture out to, it's Adamstown, correct?
That's correct, yes.
They venture out there and they go to Lilypons Drive. I mean, what can they expect to find, on the grounds of where the property,
Right.
where the business lies?
Well, first it's important to know that we are a very natural setting. There's 250 acres. We're nestled along the Monocacy River, and it's a very park-like setting. And we actually grow 80% of the plants that we sell. So we're a nursery. We grow the aquatic plants there. But it's very natural. It's not like Longwood Gardens or formal gardens, which some people have that vision. But you get to enjoy nature just as it is. A lot of people like to come and bird, bring your binoculars. You have picnic tables, you can picnic. Dogs are welcome to come. Wow. And so a lot of people actually kind of treat us like a park. Also, photographers and painters come quite a bit. And then the store, of course, we have everything you need to create and maintain a water garden, from the plants to the pumps, filters, what have you. But we also have some unique gift items that people that enjoy gardening would enjoy. We have fountains, pillows, furniture, different things like that.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know that you all also, for those individuals who don't want to do their own backyard oasis, their own pond, you all can take on that chore for them.
Absolutely.
So, installation is something.
Absolutely, we do. We do offer installation. My brother-in-law, Richard Kugel, it heads that up. So we can install the pond for you if you don't want to to actually do the labor. We also offer pond maintenance, both cleaning and monthly maintenance if so desire. And then we're happy to help people either over the phone, by email, or you can come in the store with your questions, your plans, your dreams, and we can show you how that can be a reality.
And I bet that after people construct their own pond, or even you've done it, you probably have like hundreds of pictures of really cool ponds and backyard, water gardens and whatnot, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you have a book that people can look through to kind of get ideas like
we
that?
do. We have some catalogs. We have some books on water gardening. We have our website, which has a lot of information. There's a section called Water Gardening 101, which you can look through, get information about the terms commonly used in water gardening, all about getting started and maintaining your pond.
Why don't you tell people what the website address is so that
Okay,
they
sure.
can, hit it right now if
absolutely,
they want.
absolutely. Yeah. Our web address is lilypons.com.
Again, Lilypons has been around forever, so I'm sure that there are so many people in the Frederick community and even outside of the Frederick community, I would imagine, that have pond created by Lilypons or have gotten their supplies through Lilypons. So that must make you really proud, after all these years to know that you've helped so many people make their water gardens and their backyards look amazing.
Yeah, it is very rewarding when we help somebody either on the phone or in person, and then they email us or send us the photos of what they've accomplished from the help that we've given them.
Yeah, that's great.
It is. It's
now, tell us, I know that you have some special, unique items that you get and tend to get, not every year do you have them. They're unique and special to the upcoming year. So what is special and unique about what's happening in 2012 at Lilypons?
Well, in 2012, one of the gardening trends is adding texture to your water garden. So we've introduced the water lily, red spider lily, and it actually has some texture on the petals. It's a deep red. It's very pretty. So that's a new lily for this year.
That's awesome. Well, we'll talk a little bit more about that. We're getting ready to go to a break. And folks, we just want to let you know that if you want to check out WTHU online, the website is WTHU.org. We'll be right back.
All right now, I learned my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself. People came from miles around, everyone was there. Yoko brought a walrus, there was magic in the air. Over in the corner, much to my surprise, Mr. Hughes hidden Dylan's shoes, wearing his...
Mom, I would love to have a pond in our backyard.
My friend Jack has one with pretty fish and beautiful plants and peaceful waterfalls.
That's a great idea. With our busy lifestyle, peaceful sounds great.
For 4 generations, the Thomas family has been turning backyards into dreams. Lilypons has everything you need to start or maintain your water garden. Just off Route 85 on Lilypons Road, come see our acres and acres of plants, fish, pumps, and more. Lilypons, where dreams become a paradise. Lilypons is a member of RelyLocal Frederick.
There has never been a better time to get fit, and the place to do it is Fitness First, now with 17 locations including 2 in Frederick. Their new location at 5245 Westview Drive, formerly the Frederick Athletic Club, features 20,000 square feet of workout space that includes cycling, yoga, full court basketball, Pilates, Zumba, sauna steam rooms, and plenty more. Go to fitnessfirstclubs.com for details. Open 7 days a week, Fitness First helps you put your fitness first.
Every town needs a place where people can come to relax, talk, and enjoy each other's company. From open mic night to book signings to local music, Holy Grounds Cafe is the perfect place to meet friends, hang out, enjoy conversation, and savor the finest coffees, blended drinks, and food in a relaxed, warm atmosphere. Holy Grounds Cafe uses all natural products with no artificial colors, sweeteners, or preservatives. Their trained baristas know that using the finest ingredients ensures a superior cup of coffee. And be sure to check out their drink of the month. It's more than a cup of coffee, it's an experience. Located right on the square in Emmitsburg, Holy Grounds Cafe is a blessing of a cafe.
Don't forget to check out the Celtic music group Seasons performing live on Friday, June the 15th from 7 to 9:30 at the Holy Grounds Cafe in Emmitsburg, Maryland.
Designs of the Times Inc. is a full-service, custom-signed company that provides you with everything you need to promote your business or organization. Custom signs, graphics, commercial vehicle wraps, and everything necessary for a professional image. Designs of the Times experienced staff is excited about your next project. Check out their website at dottsigns.com or call them at 301-668-6100 today. Designs of the Time Inc. is a proud sponsor of the Champion Frederick Keys and a member of RelyLocal Frederick.
Went to a garden party, reminisce with my old friends, a chance to share old memories.
We are having a garden party here today. This is Caressa Flannery with RelyLocal, and we are talking with the mistress of garden parties, Margaret Kugel. She is the owner, along with some family members, of Lilypons Water Gardens, located in Adamstown, Maryland. And we were talking at the break about some of the special, unique items that are available at Lilypons this year. And you mentioned, one right before the break. Is there anything else that we need to let the folks know about what's going on at Lilypons?
Well, we're actually having a garden party there today. We welcome everyone that's looking for something to do this weekend to come down and visit us. We have Puppy Palooza going on, which is sponsored by the Chesapeake Dock Dogs. It's great fun. The dogs have a fabulous time. And for those of you that don't know what that entails, there's a competition and there's a dock that they actually have in one of the ponds. They throw out a toy and they see how far the dogs jump. And there's a tape measure there.
Oh, wow.
And
I want to take some pictures of that one.
It is. And the dogs have such a great time. You should see them all. They're sitting on the edge of the bank, just can't wait for their turn. So
like a kid with anticipation.
It is.
That's awesome.
So they have a great time with that. So that's going on, and that's always enjoyable to watch. It's been going on there for years, and they wanted to kind of expand the event. We reached out to Days End Farm Horse Rescue, which is in Woodbine, Maryland. Mm-hmm. They are actually sponsoring a beer garden called Hops for Horses.
Wow.
And they're raising funds for a new arena that's needed at their horse farm. So they'll be there serving beer. We have entertainment, other vendors. So it's a great time for one and all. So come out and see us.
Wow. Dogs, beer,
horses,
water gardens.
I know.
Koi. Wow. What a crazy fun weekend. It sounds like. Wow. That's awesome. And so that's happening today as well as tomorrow?
That's correct.
Okay. So there 2 puppy competitions going on?
Well, the competitions actually start early in the morning. I think it's about 7:30 or 8, and they run until dusk on today. And then tomorrow, Sunday, they generally end up around 5. The Hops for Horses is going to be from 11 to 4 both days. Mm-hmm. And then the store is open from 9 to 6.
Okay, great. So. And then again, back to any other unique items that you want to talk about?
Oh, sure. Well, other items that can add texture to your water garden would be like corkscrew rush. It's a really interesting plant. It kind of goes all crazy.
Like a corkscrew.
Like a corkscrew. It goes everywhere. It's kind of neat looking.
That's
so
neat.
It has a neat texture to it. And another plant that's great to add some texture to your water garden would be horsetail. And it has some kind of little nodules that goes up.
I've seen those too.
So there's some water gardening plants that you could add to your pond to bring it up to 2012.
Awesome. Okay, so tell us a little bit, some really interesting monthly specials that you do for, your diehard water gardeners who want to add something every single month, to their pond. So tell us a little bit about some of those specials.
We have our manager special, and our lily of the month for May is Charlene Strawn. It's a beautiful yellow lily, and it does well in partial sun as well as full sun. And so that's half price this month, and that's $14.50, normally $29. It's been real popular. It's something new we started this year, having a water lily of the month at half price. People have really enjoyed it, so it's something we'll
get a lot of
continue.
People coming out
They do.
I want that lily of the month.
Oh, they do. They want the lily of the month. So
now, is the manager special something different, or is that pretty much the same?
That's what it is. The manager
same.
picks a lily of the month and half price.
Are there any other types of specials that you run? Or?
We do, and the best way to know what our specials are is to be on our email list, and you can go to our website, lilypons.com, and sign up for our e-newsletter. Then you'll be in the know of all our specials.
Yeah, and then from time to time, I think you have specials on the RelyLocal page as well.
We
right?
do, absolutely.
Okay, great. Well, that's good for everybody to know. Now, I think, just like we were talking about before, some people, like I can't even imagine myself building my own pond. Mm-hmm. So I probably would need I would probably want someone else to do it, not do it myself, honestly.
Well, you'd probably be surprised.
Yeah, I just do not have a green thumb whatsoever. I kill plants. I have to say, it's not pretty. But, if I were to have somebody else do it, I think I could maintain what needs to be done.
Well, yeah,
but for someone like me who just doesn't have the time, number one, or the know-how, what's the process? I mean, what is entailed with someone who comes out to you and says, this is what I want, this is what I'm dreaming about, but I don't have a clue.
Okay. Well, what we generally do when they come out and talk to us and bring us what their ideas are, then we can sit down and kind of calculate for them exactly what materials are going to be needed to that happen, what they want happen. And then we can walk them through doing it themselves if you like to. I mean, the hardest part actually is digging the hole, the physical labor of digging the hole. That's the hardest part.
Yeah, that I would not do.
All right. So that's definitely the hardest part. But then laying the liner in is just unrolls and just fits the fold that you've dug out.
Right.
And it kind of goes from there. But we recommend that you first start by looking at your yard and seeing where's a place in your yard that would make sense to have a water garden. Generally, you want to be a focal point, someplace maybe you can see from a deck or a patio. It's best if it gets full sun. That gives you the full range of plants. You get limited if you have partial sun. And you don't want it to be on a runoff. A lot of times people think, there's this slope here, and that'll be a great place to put my pond. But you don't want to have runoff from the soil. That's not a good idea. So you don't want the soil to come into the pond. So that's first, kind of to help you decide where to put it. And then we recommend you take a rope or a garden hose or something and kind of make out the shape that you want your pond to be. And then
that's a creative idea.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. So and then measure what that size is. So to calculate the liner that you need, it's your width plus your depth twice, because you think about it, you got to go down your depth and then up your depth, and then a foot overhang on each side. So the formula is the width plus 2 times your depth plus 2 feet, and that tells you what size liner you need.
That's just a lot of math.
A lot of math.
Good God.
Well, we could do that part. If you figure out the size you want, we can do that part for you.
Well, listen, we're going to go to a break. Hold that thought, because we're going to, kind of come back to that again.
Okay, sure.
And we're going to go to a break here real quick. And we also want to let everybody know that the Source Radio Network, as well as RelyLocal Frederick, Maryland, are on Facebook. So go to Facebook right now and like both pages. We appreciate that.
I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. And I found out a long time ago what a woman can do to your soul. Oh, but she can't take you in.
Rustle up some big fun for you and all your kin. Adventure Park USA, let the adventure begin.
Howdy, partner. If you're looking for a way to rustle up some down-home family fun, then come on down to Maryland's largest family fun center, Adventure Park USA. Woo-hoo! That's right, bring the missus and the little cowpokes and hitch your wagon to the best roundup of fun ever, Adventure Park USA. Located just off Interstate 70 Trail at exit 62 in Newmarket, Maryland. You'll set your sights on roller coasters, bumper boats, arcades, miniature golf, go-karts, rope courses, rock wall climbing, and laser tag. Adventure Park USA. Let the adventure begin.
Adventure Park USA, let the adventure begin.
A grand home for gracious occasions, historic Cyrusville Mansion is truly an elegant venue and voted Frederick's best since 1998 by the readers of Frederick Magazine. Cyrusville Mansion is known for their excellent customer service and attention to detail. Only the best will do for your event, planning a wedding, picnic, or corporate event. Our experienced event planners can guide you every step of the way. Visit us at Ceresville.com or call 301-694-5111 today. Ceresville Mansion, an elegant setting for your elegant event.
1450 The Source. The Source. The Source.
I like the way your sparkling earrings lay.
Welcome back to the RelyLocal Business Spotlight. One thing I want to let you guys know is that we are going to be holding a networking social on Wednesday, May 23rd, from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Cellar Door Restaurant in downtown Frederick. It's a great opportunity for business owners, both members as well as prospective members, to get to know each other, talk, and even do some business together. It's a great opportunity, so definitely check us out on Wednesday. So we are here still with Margaret Kugel. She is the woman behind Lilypons Water Gardens, and we were talking a little bit about the process for people who don't necessarily have a green thumb or, have the know-how to be able to put a pond in their backyard or side yard or, wherever on their property. So let's continue on. And I think we were talking about the liner and, so beyond that, how does it happen?
Well, and then beyond that, the other thing is a water garden can be a couple of different things for people. Some people like to do it completely natural. No filter systems, no pumps. In fact, I had a customer, Nancy from Virginia, that called and everybody told her that's impossible. And I said, oh no, it's not impossible. You can do it. So she's called me a year afterwards and she loves it because she travels a lot. She didn't want to worry about a pump and a filter system. It works better, works fine for her. So you can totally balance it all naturally. And once you get your liner, stock it with the right proportions and kind of let nature take its course, because this is really what you're creating is a natural ecosystem. And so it's great for the environment.
And everybody's green friendly and environment friendly
absolutely,
right now, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and, that sounds awesome.
And so, but other people want something that always is like a showpiece. They entertain a lot or what have you. And so how they go about setting it up the rest of the way is a little bit different. And other people are really looking for the fish. They love the koi. And the koi are very friendly fish. They're really a wonderful pet, but they require a kind of different setup than you would if you didn't have the koi. So a little bit then depends on what your goal with this water garden is as to how we would take you as the rest of the steps. But it's a very relaxing, regardless. The finished product is something that's very serene, very relaxing. And we've had a lot of customers actually that are battling cancer or battling a disease, and they really find that their water garden is what helps give them a respite. And it's wonderful, even after a stressful day of riding up and down the road.
I could just imagine, stress-free, just sit out there like with a book, good book, or even
wine.
an iPad,
glass of wine.
Sit out by the pond, hear the water trickling, I know when I was pregnant with my son, I would listen to tapes well, back then they were tapes, but tapes of like serene sounds. And the one that really just resonated with me was hearing water trickle, so I can imagine that somebody sitting outside their backyard with a beautiful pond out there, just seeing all the wonderful colors and, just hearing that is probably very, very relaxing.
Oh, it is.
In a very serene environment. And of course your ads that you're running right now say serenity for sale.
Well, that's exactly what we're doing. We're putting a little serenity in your life. So, if you're all stressed, you're running from work to taking the kids to soccer to doing whatever, and you get to come home and just have an aha moment. You just relax, and all the rest of the world kind of goes away.
Get a cup of tea.
Right, exactly. It's very soothing.
So not only have you beautified backyards, but you've also helped people to have a stress-free environment.
Absolutely.
Outside their homes. So That's really great. Is there any other stuff that we need to talk about as far as the process goes? Or, I mean, you pretty much covered it?
And the other thing that people can realize is that you don't even need a backyard to have a water feature. You can have a decorative container and put a little fountain in it. I didn't think about that. Put a little decorative fountain in it, or just put a few fish and a plant in it.
Put it in the corner of a deck or something?
Have it in the deck, have it on a patio. And so you still get that serenity even if you have limited space.
Wow.
And a lot of people start that way. They'll start out with a container garden or something, and they enjoy it, and then consider putting a pond in later. It gives you that little piece of serenity. And we even have new this year, we have some freestanding statues that actually have like a fountain within them, and so it's just a little recirculating, and they're
like
very
sculptures?
nice, like sculptures, and,
Okay.
and it makes a little sound, and it even has a little light, so it lights up at night.
Oh, wow.
And that just adds that sound.
Yeah, that's great
that
for like
relaxing.
little parties.
Yes,
to have
absolutely.
like a
Kind of atmosphere and what
great.
have you. So
now all of this stuff that we're talking about here, as far as ponds go, and it sounds like to me that you've got a range of budgets that you can deal with.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
I mean, if somebody were to think about a pond, I mean, are we thinking affordable, or are we thinking
absolutely.
like got to save up for it, or
right? Well, I mean, you could put together a small little container garden for probably $150 to $200 on your patio. You could put in a pond yourself for probably between $750 to $1,000 with the materials and the stone and everything. The average one that we actually install is probably around $7,000.
Wow.
And
because that's probably like all out there.
Yes, it is. And it depends. It just depends. In other words, a water garden can be whatever you want to be.
Sure.
It really can. It can be anywhere
from small or as large.
Small and intimate. It can be large and grand. It can be formal. It can be more natural looking. It just depends on what you want.
Because maybe there are some people thinking out there, because originally I thought, gosh, it's probably expensive to put in a water garden, and then you got to maintain it with all the things that go into it.
Right.
So that's great to know that you have options for just from small to large and everything in between.
Absolutely.
You can accommodate people who want that.
We have a wide range of filter systems, from very basic to more complex, but each one that we choose, we feel is a quality product in that price range. So whenever you come to Lilypons and you buy something, it's something we've tried and tested, and we know it's going to work well for you. We also have the parts, with a lot of things, which you don't always get. When you get some things other places, you need a little part for it, you can't get it. So
that's great. Okay, so gosh, that's a lot of information. Lilypons just has something for everybody, I think. I mean, gosh, between the building of the pond and all the supplies that go into it, to all these events that you do there. And I know you have the event going on this weekend.
Right.
Don't you have some additional things coming up?
We do. Coming up is the Original British Car Show.
Ooh.
And that's always the first Sunday in June. This year, that's June 3rd. And there'll be probably about 500 British cars there.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty exciting. And
so the car fanatics are going to be in there in droves.
They are. And the cars come from all over the Mid-Atlantic
That's
area.
great.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, listen, we're getting ready to end here, but we want to make sure that we tell people how to get to or get in touch with Lilypons. So why don't you give us the lowdown
Absolutely.
on
Well,
that.
you can always give us a call at 1-800-999-LILY, L-I-L-Y. That's 5459.
That's easy.
Isn't that easy? You can give us a call. You can visit our website, which is Lilypons, LILYPONS.com. And you can come visit us in Adamstown. We're at 6800 Lilypons Road, Adamstown, Maryland. And that's about 3 miles south of Buckystown off of Route 85. And we're open 9 to 6, 7 days a week at the store. And we'd love to have you come visit us.
Great.
Help you make your water garden dreams come true.
Awesome. And Margaret, thank you so much for being here with us today. And I imagine that you're going to get so many people searching for serenity and coming to Lilypons.
Okay, well, we can deliver.
Yeah, so we're excited about that.
Okay.
So thanks so much for being here with us today.
You're welcome.
And stay
Thank
tuned
you.
for our next program, Bobby Likas Car Clinic, sponsored by RelyLocal member Roddy Creek Automotive. Thanks for listening today. This is Caressa Flannery with RelyLocal Business Spotlight.
Thanks for tuning in to RelyLocal Frederick's Business Radio Spotlight right here on AM 1450, The Source. Heard Saturdays at 1:30 p.m., RelyLocal Frederick's Business Radio Spotlight is a movement, a campaign to take us back to what makes America great. Businesses locally owned and operated by you and your neighbors. Thanks for spending your valuable time today with us.